Alright, and hello everybody, I'm the SweetBro27, and welcome to another Dokkan battle video. We are here in Stage 2 of the Supreme Magnificent Battle. We're going up against Super Saiyan God Vegeta. So this is him from the Resurrection F movie. So, I recently got Gogeta during my summons, you know, little spoiler there if you haven't seen it. So I wanted to test him out, you know, kind of give him a little bit of a stress test. And I feel like this could maybe be a decent event for that. Now, I don't know if this Goku is going to have any, like, super annoying or toxic gimmicks like the Goku did, because Goku, he had that extra damage reduction unless you were a tech type, which I didn't know about, so obviously I struggled a fair bit more than what should have probably been the average player experience, I would imagine. So maybe this guy will have some BS, I don't know. I'm hoping we won't really struggle too much, but we're bringing a very powerful team. I don't have another Battle of Wits character, so Piccolo does not have his intro. Ah, you hate to see that. Oh my goodness gracious. How do I not have another Battle of Wit character? Wow, that's crazy. But that, nevertheless, I don't think that we necessarily need it. I mean, obviously, Piccolo kind of needs his guard to be efficient, but we do have a very powerful team here, so maybe we can make it work without it. Hopefully we can make it work without it. I don't know. Now, I did also notice that we have a Gogeta in slot 7, which is pretty bad, because Gogeta's transformation condition is turn 4 from his first appearance. So that means at the very earliest, we'll be able to transform with him on turn 7, if I'm not mistaken, and that's not great. Okay, we're entering this attacking turn with not a lot of HP. I think we have to float off the gods. He didn't super on that last turn, so I'm going to assume that he is prepped and ready for one. So we can give all of these orbs to Gogeta. That's awesome. And then we can get some healing right here. And then we can put Gamma 1 into slot 1 since he'll be a little bit more built up than Orange Piccolo since, you know, he still has his guard and whatever for the first couple of turns. And he also needs to get hit up. So, little bit of a rough start. Oh, we're able to seal him. Oh, that's actually quite good. That is quite good. Okay, so this isn't actually my first time in here. I did have a little bit of a failed recording. I ended up dying, but I realized I didn't have my microphone turned on. So luckily, you guys didn't really miss much. Just the LR gods on turn 3 ate a normal for 138,000 damage, and I died. So nothing really like too spectacular. So I only have a little bit of experience in this fight. So knowing the fact that I'm able to seal him is pretty good. Especially, I mean, that just means that God Goku really is like one of the best sub EZAs of all time. Even though he still can, like, he's kind of at a point where, like, he can tank normals, but, like, some of these bigger supers can definitely put a hurting on him, which, like, I mean, that's to be understanded. This is a 2.5-year-old sub EZA, and he tanks better than the LR that's right across from him. And just having the massive amount of support by creating, like, his own orbs and having sealing. Now that we have so many difficult content bosses where you're able to actually seal them, seals and stuns are, like, something that used to be a joke outside of, like, Super Battle Road and whatever. They're now, like, very relevant and prevalent and can make a huge impact in so many different fights and events. Now, I'm going to float off Orange Piccolo here, I think. And then when he comes back around, we can do the Orange Piccolo transformation. Because I definitely don't want to use this in this first phase. Because I really shouldn't be struggling the way that I am right now. We're just having a little bit of rough whatever. Because these units, a lot of them are only 55%. Like Gamma 1 right here, he is 55%. Orange Piccolo, I think, is like 79%. My Gogeta, he is 55%. My LR gods are around the 55-69%. I do have God Goku. God Goku, he's actually a rainbowed unit, if I'm not mistaken. So we have a little bit of all-over synergy, and not necessarily the most cohesive build, I would say. You know, obviously not having a Battle of Wits character on the team was a massive oversight, something that I always forget with him, because I just always think his intro is superheroes related, because his active skill is tied to being on a rotation with superheroes. If you have a full superhero lineup, you're able to launch it on turn 3, which is what the ability that we saw there, or if you're just running him on any other team, it's turn 6. So my brain just completely forgore. Alright, this is actually a little bit of a waste. So how much HP does this guy have? I do actually have this pulled up, so we'll check this out. 75 million. Okay. And he is launching a 1.358 super. He does raise attack on his super attack effect, so by 30%, so his normals will end up doing around 600k. Okay. So this first God Goku stage is actually not too threatening. Unfortunately, again, we're not doing the most amount of damage in the universe, which is fine. Because I don't think we're really in any, like, sort of immediate threat or danger. But it would have been nice to have the guaranteed dodge turn up against this next stage. But, like, you can't control how all of your RNG works out. So hopefully we can get a super attack off with God Goku before he supers, which it looks like we are going to be able to do. So we are just going to keep him seal locked forever. So we're never going to actually see his super attack again, which I'm totally fine with. It is a melee super now that I'm looking at it. So Gamma 1 is actually able to nullify and counter it. I think Gamma 1 has a 50% chance to nullify and counter melee supers. Or is that Gamma 2? No, it's definitely Gamma 1. Because Gamma 2, he has the Ki Blast nullification, and it's just a nullification. It's not a counter or anything. So I would be surprised if it were any lower than 50% because it is a specific type, but I don't know. Dokkan was a little bit weird with how they handled, like, some of the nullifications back a little while ago. How, like, I don't know, I just feel like they were very inconsistent. Like, Gogeta, he only gets his after he super attacks. I'm pretty sure that Janemba is the same way. Both of their nullifications are only post-super. So if you put them in slot 1 for whatever reason, they could actually eat it before they attacked, or if they got stunned, they would be the same thing, where they wouldn't actually have access to that ability, which is a strange little thing. And again, I don't necessarily think it was needed, but I don't know, I guess they were perhaps a little worried that counters and nullifications could be, like, outright dominant, because they are one of the most potent skills in the game, I would argue. So he does only need 1. So we can do this for him. And I don't really want to pussyfoot around, so we are going to go ahead and transform into the LR Gods. We will save that active skill, though. I really don't think they would die to eating 1 normal. I mean, I know I said prior that they ate 138,000, but now that they've transformed, we got them a couple of rainbow orbs, and when they get rainbow orbs, they get chance to dodge. And since we gave them the 24 key, they will be doing an attack break, so it's only 1 attack back there that they have to eat. They should be doing a lot of damage. We don't have to worry about a super attack or anything. They should be linking up quite well up against Gogeta. Now, I didn't pay attention. Is this the friend Gogeta or is this my Gogeta? This is my Gogeta, who, again, he is only 55%, and I have been link leveling him quite a lot. I used a couple of those link skill balls to get him all the way to level 5, and I've just been doing a lot of runs, or as many runs as I have been able to do throughout my day today. So he has a couple of, like, lower ones that are, like, lowest to 6, I would believe, but he has a couple of, like, 8s, I think. So he's quickly getting up there. It shouldn't take too long to link level him. I'm hoping if I can maybe get him all to 8, I can then use the rest of my link skill balls to get him to all level 9, and then I can just use keys on him. That would be the most ideal thing, because for me, I don't like using keys on a character who has more than 3 link level 10s, because, you know, obviously you have 7 links, so if you have more than half of them are not going to be getting, like, any sort of advantage out of, I don't really see the point in that. So I just put them in their own little designated box where they're able to do all of the different things that I would need them to. Now, I don't really see a need to do anything here, because God Goku should probably get the kill here. And just on the off chance that he doesn't, that just means that Gogeta will be getting yet another defensive stack. So we can be greedy in this situation just because the boss's HP is so low. If for whatever reason this does not kill, which again, I'm almost positive it will. Let's see, what's the damage? Yeah, we did get it. I don't know, maybe that crit mattered. But it would have been nice in that situation where, again, we could have greeded out an extra stack, making my Gogeta that little bit tankier. Now, ooh, he's AGL. Zoinks, that's kind of bad, actually, because I have to wait until at least my next turn. Because you don't really link too well with you. I need you in slot 3, and you're just a 70% chance to dodge. Do I trust you in slot 1? Let's see. You recover 54% HP, get 200 stats at the start of turn. Super effective against all types, 100% when performing, 2 key per that. Launches a guaranteed additional, launches another guaranteed super with 1 or more keys for retained. 70% chance to dodge, 20% crit with each dodge performed. Great chance of nullifying Ki Blast super attacks directed at this character, encountering with tremendous power. So this Vegeta, if we're looking at it, his normals are just under 600k. His super attack is 1.7 million. He does immense damage to the enemy, and he has a guaranteed stun. Okay. Yeah, you are... I think you're fully built up, but I don't think that you would be able to eat a super attack before he does anything. Do I want to try testing out Gogeta in slot 1? Let's give it a shot, because there's a 70% chance that we live this. Because, like, I think if we put Gamma 1 there as he is, we have a 0% chance of living this turn. But if we put Gogeta there, it's a 70% chance, assuming he just dodges everything. Baby boy, hello. There we go. Okay. He just had to spike my blood pressure just a little bit. See, there we go. There we go. He had to get me a little bit worried. That way he could come in and make this so much more satisfying. So now that he is transformed, on his next turn, we're going to be able to use his active skill, which is the attack all targeted on him, meaning he has guaranteed dodge for the turn, meaning he will get fully built up defensively with all of his offense, basically launching out guaranteed crits. And then no character on that rotation will be able to fraud me out. On this upcoming turn, I am going to transform into the other Gogeta, and I'll go ahead and pop the Orange Piccolo transformation. I won't talk during the Orange Piccolo just because it takes forever. I'll just fast forward that footage. But that means basically on that turn, I won't have to worry about any character eating a super or anything either. Because a guaranteed stun on super is not a very fun thing to have at all. Especially with it being in slot 1. A lot of the times, you need to be able to super to be able to tank very well. Or, because he doesn't raise offense on his super attack though. So he is, again, at like the 600k range for his normals. Which isn't like devastating, but like can certainly catch off some characters off guard if you're going a little bit slower, or you have a character who like builds up or is like super good at the start of the fight and then kind of tapers off there at the end. Oh my goodness, I thought I don't have him this turn. Okay, well that's fine regardless. We can do this, and that's only one attack there in that final slot, so we will just have to make sure that we get the gods a 24 key. Which I think we can probably do with this path. Right, yeah, we can't. But they still get the attack break. I think they just need to launch their 18 key to get the attack break. I don't think they need to necessarily be at 24 key. I do think they launch a guaranteed additional at 24 key, or they do something along those lines where they get some sort of special ability once they are actually at the 24 key threshold. So I don't think that this is any cause for panic yet. This is going to be a very, very, very damaging turn, though. Looking at this, yeah, linked up with the gods, and again, this is a rainbowed, presumably, or like a 79% or 90% friend, I don't know. But 14 million. Now, granted, since I did not put them in slot 1, they don't have any of this extra crit that they get per dodges. So I'm actually wondering if running Gogeta, at least for now, up until we get like Beast Gohan or like SSBE, MUI, some of these characters who are more reliable in slot 1, I'm wondering if the meta will be people running their blue Gogeta into slot 1. That way they can dodge the maximum amount of attacks, because the only slot that can be attacked more than once is slot 1, because they can attack before you super and they can attack after you super, which is pretty huge when it comes to dodges, because after doing just 5 dodges, you're launching guaranteed crits on Gogeta, which is kind of crazy to think about. Alright, so I think what we will do here is we will fast forward through this. We'll do this primarily just for the damage, not necessarily the team protection ability, because, or maybe, we can do that on the next turn. So let's go ahead and launch Gogeta's right here, because there's no need to be fancy about it. This guy doesn't have AoEs or anything. God, it's so sexy when he tugs on his vest. Do it, boy. Yeah, talk to him. Oh, that did damage too. Okay. So yeah, now every enemy will be guaranteed attacking him. So we can save the Orange Piccolo transformation in our back pocket, just in case we don't kill on this turn or the next one. Oh, but we're definitely killing on this turn. We're about to have guaranteed crits on Gogeta and a Dokkan attack on top of that. Wow, that would be nice if I didn't have guaranteed dodge. Bitch! Alright, this was way easier than stage 1. Again, no real annoying gimmicks. I mean, I guess stunning can certainly be an annoying gimmick. Don't pay attention that I missed those nodes. No one saw that. There's no video evidence of that. I might actually Photoshop something over that Z. That way no one can verify that I did or did not miss anything. But I didn't. I need everyone in the comments to have their unrequited, or whatever it is, faith in me that I got every single one of those, because I am a god at this game and no one can convince me otherwise, or because no one has any definitive proof that I am to the contrary. But yeah, no, this is, oh, and this is my Gogeta too, so it looks like my Gogeta is probably going to be the one to get the kill here, which makes it that much more satisfying. I am actually pretty glad that I did do my rotations, like the bonus, whatever, where you get the guaranteed feature, the 7 summons or whatever on the Carnival banner, because I was quite conflicted. Because when I was going into it, I was like, I definitely want Gogeta, and I definitely want Broly, Chilai, and Lemo. Those are units who I do. Woo! Damn! Oh, they got him looking so clean, though. I feel like I don't see that KO screen very often. I mean, I guess that is just like a testament to how powerful like the superhero team is, because like sometimes you're killing these bosses before you even get to Gogeta Blue. But if you're talking about like the JP side of things, when you have SSBE, the physical blue boys, MUI, the Gammas especially. But yeah, so let's go ahead and collect our reward. So we get 1 stone by beating the level, 5 stones by beating the mission, which is also just beating it 1 time. So let's go ahead and look at the kits that we have here. But yeah, as I was saying, I am pretty happy that with the summons that I got, because I definitely was like, I would like Gogeta, and I would like Broly, Chilai, and Lemo. But I feel like my main priority should be trying to get Broly, and obviously I didn't get Broly again. Go check out that video if you haven't done so already. But I don't think that's necessarily like the end of the world. Like, I don't know. Again, if anyone has like a very fair and valid argument that would make me like want to go back and summon for Broly as opposed to saving for Beast, because I know there's literally nothing anyone could tell me that would make me want to summon for the Gammas, because I've kind of been a hater of the Gammas since they ever dropped. They have nice OSTs. I think they're fine offensively. They have really good support. The thing is, they support the best team in the game, though, and they can be a liability on a lot of other teams that you run them on, like Special Pose. They conflict with Topo. I feel like they have a good design, but like they just came at a very poor time. So, and it should have been Cell Max. We should have got the yellow coin Cell Max all the way back then during that time. I said that. I was live tweeting it when I saw it. I was live tweeting it. I have had that bitter taste in my mouth since February. But yeah, so if anyone has a very valid argument to make me want to go back in and summon on Broly, maybe just doing 1 more full rotation of 7, because I think it's like 300 stones if you do the whole thing, because it's 35, 40, 50, and then you get a free one, then it's, I think it is, after that, it's 45, 50, and then that 50 is your guaranteed featured, I think is what it is. I may be wrong. But that's around like 300-ish stones, which would drop me down as of right now at 616. But God, if I don't get Beast, if I don't get Beast, I'm uninstalling the game. But yeah, let me know what you thought about this event. How excited are you for like more of the Supreme Magnificent? I hate calling it Magnificent, because that's a very difficult word to say. I liked it much better when it was Supreme Battle Spectacle, or even just calling it the Blue Zone. Those were easier times. The global localization team, what are you guys cooking? But that will be all for this time, guys. I've been the SweetBro27. I'm a variety Twitch streamer and an up-and-coming PNG tuber trying to make it big in the world. I have a Twitter, a Twitch, a TikTok, and a YouTube, the links of which can all be found in the description of this video. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, subscribe, share me around, please, and leave me a comment, positive, negative, or indifferent. I would love just any sort of interaction I can get from you guys. Again, let me know, what are you expecting for the Supreme Magnificent battles? Are you one of these people who like has no idea what people have been talking about? Like, are you someone who doesn't really watch like the JP side of things, who has like no idea what Trunks is going to be doing, what Beast is going to be doing, what Gogeta is going to be doing? How confident are you that your box is going to be strong enough to tackle some of these events? Because I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we're going to be walking into like 3 million supers just very, very soon. So new units will be required, but let me know. But yeah, that's going to be all for now. So, as always, I've been the SweetBro27, and I am signing off.